This is my first episode that I'm doing this, and I thought that transparency is really important in my work, and I want to be as transparent as possible so that I can improve my process as well, and you guys can actually get to know how I acquire information. So, I'm shooting this video before the actual episode has been published. So, I don't know when that is, probably around 2 weeks to go. But I thought that I should take one section out of my research and try to expand on that so that you can see how many sources I go through, what process I follow, and perhaps you'll get to know something even more out of this. So, today, what I've decided to do is answer the question, what is AI? Now, in navigating, what I had decided was I will focus on information and media ecosystem. So, whatever we consume, basically from social media to news or read books or watch movies or even have a conversation with someone, and then what we take from it shapes our opinion, shapes our lives, shapes our decisions. And I want to make people more literate about it or educated about how to navigate all of this stuff together. I don't know if the voice okay. I think it should be. But yeah, and I want to be a bit more candid as well in these episodes. Yeah, so where was I? Yeah, I was talking about navigating. Yeah, so I feel AI is a big part of it now because a lot of people are talking with ChatGPT, and if you have already watched the video, you already know why I chose this topic. But if you haven't, I would suggest you to go watch that episode. But anyways, I thought that AI has to be there because AI is going to change fundamentally how we consume information, how we get information, and how we ask for information as well. We are already seeing the trend. I think people have shifted from Google to now ChatGPT, and they ask a lot of questions there more than Google. Or even if they ask Google, Google's Gemini will give them the answers. And in this period, then I feel that verified information has to be there. Although AI will give you most reputed information from most reputed sources, but it still matters as to are we able to distinguish between false information and the correct information? Because honestly, which I haven't talked about this in the previous video, AI is reliable, but it's not that reliable because I have myself gone through a few things where it has cited a few things, but then after reading those citations or reading those sources, I wasn't satisfied. I said that whatever you claimed was actually not given in that, or they didn't specifically state that, because it will confirm your bias more than actually oppose it a lot of times. And also, you have so much information now in this world that if you want to find something, if you want to find an answer, you will probably get that answer anyways. So I think it's very important to understand AI and how it's going to change things. So, all right, today I was sitting down and I was going to learn about what is AI in for the episode, and let's get started. Let's get going. Okay, so now we have what is artificial intelligence. So there was a segment in the episode where I talk about what is AI, and it's a very small segment because I didn't want to expand on it a lot to confuse people, and the video wasn't about AI. But this is what I am right now doing. So I'm right now trying to understand what is AI so that I can tell you. I have these different links or different sources. So first one is Google Cloud. I'll also show you this document I always prepare for all my videos. So I have all this information over there, which then I compress and then write a script and then present a video. But all right, so we have Google, Wikipedia, Britannica, because to have the definition, we have Amazon. Let's open that. We also have IBM, and yeah, there's IBM again. So yeah, all right. Now, my process usually is that I will not just take one article and just feel as though that's enough. I will try to have 2 to 3 more articles or papers, and if all of them are saying the same thing, then I would probably then assume that what I'm going to say now or what I have understood is closer to the truth. Because in journalism, in fundamental journalism, what they taught us was that there needs to be two independent primary sources at least. Now, these are not primary sources. So, like Google Cloud or IBM, these are not primary sources because we don't actually go to the source documents of the AI that are being put out by Google because I think those are much harder to understand as well. Uh, but we are closer to primary. So, I think that Google Cloud does not have any incentive to not give us the actual artificial intelligence definition. So, I'm going to go with these sources anyways. So, we will start with what is artificial intelligence, and I'll go through different definitions. This is the Google Cloud one. So, artificial intelligence is a field of science concerned with building computers and machines that can reason, learn, and act in such a way that would normally require human intelligence or that involves data whose scales whose scale exceeds what humans can analyze. All right. AI is a broad field that encompasses many different disciplines, including computer science, data analytics, statistics, hardware and software engineering, linguistics, neuroscience, and even philosophy and psychology. On an operational level, for business use, AI is a set of technologies that are based primarily on machine learning and deep learning, used for data analytics, predictions, and forecasting, object categorization, natural language processing, recommendations, intelligent data retrieval, and more. So, if you're familiar with programming languages and technology, computer science, you would actually understand it from the first go. But if you aren't, and if you're still watching, it's a bunch of big words. I don't think it tells us anything more than AI is a technology that wants to do faster calculations so that we can apply it in different fields and do some awesome work in this world. So the important words are, and I'm going to copy this, and or I think I have already copied this, yeah, on in my document. Uh, so the important words are, so building computers and machines that can reason, learn, and act in such a way that would normally require human intelligence. So that's what ChatGPT and other AI bots are as well. They are trying to replicate what we already do, what humans already do. Now, why, if you ask me, that's a separate episode altogether, like why they're trying to do this. But there are a lot of benefits to it as well. The more interesting thing that I wouldn't probably include in the video, but this is quite interesting, is that it's saying that it's such a broad field. It's a field. I mean, it's not even a technology. It's a field of science. That's what they have said, right? So whenever someone is now going to use AI in their words, you can instantly understand that they're either, if they're selling it off as technology, perhaps their understanding of it is not broad enough or not good enough. But now you know that it's a field of science. It's not even a technology. So it also encompasses the interesting thing that I was going for. So it encompasses different things such as computer science. Obviously, that's one thing. Analytics, statistics, we know that. Linguistics, which is incredible because we have AI bots, so there are actual people who are going to work on linguistics. People are going to work in neuroscience as well, even philosophy and psychology. That is something amazing. And technology takes over, and you're going to get different jobs for that as well. Interesting jobs. Anyways, for business use, this is the next one. If you are a business person, all you need to know is it's a set of technologies which is based on again analyzing data, object category. That's all right. Yeah, intelligent retrieval and more. Anyways, so we understand this. Now let's go and look at Wikipedia. What it says. Artificial intelligence is the capability of computational systems, computers, to perform tasks typically associated with human intelligence. So, human intelligence again comes up. So, they are trying to perform tasks that are associated with human intelligence, such as, of course, I think the one we are concerned for is having a conversation. So, they've given some examples such as learning, reasoning, problem solving, and perception and decision making. So, these are five things. It is a field of research in computer science that develops and studies methods and software that enable machines to perceive their environment and use learning and intelligence to take actions that maximize the chances of achieving defined goals. So it's a bunch of again big heavy words, but for again someone who is familiar, so because I am a bit more familiar with technology and how it works, because I did do my diploma in computer engineering before I jumped to journalism and mass media. I understand a little bit. I wouldn't say I understand a lot of it, but a little bit. But again, this is interesting. I will actually just copy this, and I will later on decide where and which definition I will go for, or I'll create my own definition out of this. So I'll do this, and then let's go to Britannica. Okay, so what is Britannica saying? Artificial intelligence, the ability of a digital computer or computer controlled robot to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. So they're not saying human intelligence, they're saying intelligent beings. So I mean, I don't know. Do we count other animals as? I mean, I know that we do. They have. I mean, we say that they're intelligent, but I don't know. I mean, in science or something, do we call a dolphin an intelligent being? For me, they are, of course, because they are doing a lot of communication, problem solving, and hunting, and basically they are surviving in their own environment. So they are doing intelligent being things, but I don't know. Okay, we'll just stick to this right now. For right now, the term is frequently applied to the project of developing systems endowed with the intellectual process characteristics of humans, such as the ability to reason, discover meaning. Wow, discover meaning, generalize, or learn from past experience. So, this is, again, I think this is very interesting because learning from past experience, generalizing and discover meaning. I mean, I don't know if there's these are some or these phrases mean something else in the technological world, in the AI world. I don't know, discover meaning or generalize, are they meaning generalize the data, or it's like generalize like what we do? I mean, they've basically said characteristic of humans, so I'm going with that. So there's this field. So AI is not this technology that we all thought. It's a field, it's a scientific field focused on creating machines that are basically trying to be humans. Wanna be humans? No, I wouldn't say that, but that's interesting because they are clearly saying that they want the ability to reason, and this is the most common thing. I would say this is like the yearning for all AI chatbots or whatever AI technology that's coming up. They want the ability to reason. Now, I also published a reel on the Turing test. So, what was the Turing test? It's basically, if you know Alan Turing, who was the architect, or a lot of people call him the father of technology, father of computer science or computer technology. You can correct me on that, but basically, he devised a test for AI bots, or not bots, just AI or machines, basically to test if they have the ability to reason like humans. So that's, I think that's what these companies are trying to do. Uh, Okay, let's just go past this and just read this one. Since their development in the 1940s, digital computers have been programmed to carry out very complex tasks, such as discovering proofs for mathematical theorems or playing chess with great proficiency. Despite continuing advances in computer processing speed and memory capacity, there are as yet no programs that can match full human flexibility over wider domains or in tasks requiring much everyday knowledge. On the other hand, some programs have attained the performance levels of human experts and professionals in executing certain specific tasks, so that artificial intelligence, in this limited sense, is found in applications as diverse as medical diagnosis, computer search engines, voice or handwriting recognition, and chatbots. Wow, this is exciting. I mean, obviously, didn't include this in the video, but I'm not going to include this in the video, I can say. Because I don't think it's relevant to what I talked about in the video. I think, it was more about what is this technology, how we can navigate through it, rather than actually diving deep into this. But this is amazing to just look at. So here they are saying that AI hasn't quite been able to match that flexibility or human flexibility over wider domains. So like it can be really good at one thing, but then if you give it multiple tasks perhaps, or every other thing to do, it might not be able to maybe do that. uh, all right, so I would actually take this. The term is frequently applied to project of developing systems. This is past experience, learning from past experiences. So let's add that in Britannica, right? It was, yeah, it's Britannica. So there you go. And lastly, just let's look at AWS and IBM. Let's look at the uh, definition. All right. What does AWS, that means Amazon Web Services, say? Artificial intelligence (AI) is a transformative technology that enables machines to perform human like problem solving tasks, from recognizing images and generating creative content to making data driven predictions. AI empowers businesses to make smarter decisions at scale. In today's digital landscape, organizations generate vast amounts of data from sensors, user interactions, and system logs. AI harnesses this data. Harnesses is a kind word for a lot of things that these AI companies have done, which is steal data. But, anyways, harness this data to streamline operations, automating customer support, enhancing marketing strategies, and providing actionable insight into advanced analytics. With AWS, businesses can seamlessly integrate AI. Okay, this is all right. What is AI from IBM? Artificial intelligence is technology that enables computers and machines to simulate human learning, comprehension, problem solving, decision making, and creativity and autonomy. All right, I think this is pretty clear uh, what it is all about. Well, I'm going to read further, of course. I'm going to go and read all of these articles in depth and also look at how AI works and everything. But I think that's not for this episode. I don't want you to stay with me for 1 or 2 hours to just look at me while I read 1,000 word articles. But I hope you enjoyed, maybe learned something. As I progress and do more videos, I would love to do more of these videos where I dive deeper into what I'm reading, and perhaps it can provide you with, okay, what I do to follow my process. Perhaps it might help you to do your own process when you get some kind of an information that is suspicious, or you feel that it's not quite authentic, or during discussion someone just throws information at you. You can just say, you know what, I don't have an opinion on this right now because I haven't read the primary source, or I haven't read a secondary independent source that confirms the story. This is a very legitimate response, guys. You should learn to do it. But anyways, yeah, Watch the video, subscribe. If you subscribe, I'll get more resources to do more research, edit my videos in better ways, and also improve the background. If you are that kind of a person who wants to see really good backgrounds. If you enjoyed this video, do subscribe, like my videos, and go and watch me on Instagram. Alright, until next time.